Well, the market is practically back at the highs of the day, so equities are having a decent session. Let's figure out what's happening in the world of commodities. We have Manisha Gupta joining in. Manisha, a bit of a relief rally playing out across equities. What about your side of the market?
Well, some bit of a pause after the rally is what we are looking at in many of these commodity markets. The US dollar is firmed up yet again, and that really seems to be weighing on. So the gold prices, which hit $2,000 per ounce, are off by nearly $15 to $20 from those kind of levels right now. 6.5% of gains is what we saw in gold in the previous week, and nearly 2% yesterday as well. Same is the case with silver as well. 10.5% of gains in the previous week. Yesterday was a good session, and we just seem to be holding around those levels at this point in time. Well, the US Fed and 5 other central banks have come together to ensure liquidity into the global markets. That seems to have eased a bit of risk aversion into the markets there, and it is all going to be about the US Fed decision tomorrow. And ahead of that, there's a bit of a muted trade that we have seen in the industrial metals as well. So whether it's about copper, aluminum and zinc, we are trading slightly in the negative for all these three as well. Markets are assessing demand in China too, which we have seen uneven at the best, especially for copper right now, where the LME inventories also have continued to increase, seems to be weighing on to the prices. When you look at the global zinc markets, and this is the latest report which says that while December 2022 was a big deficit, we are looking at that deficit coming off in the month of January right now. This is much higher than the kind of surplus that we saw in the previous year. But even with these kind of numbers, markets are looking at weaker demand from China, and that perhaps continues to weigh on.
All right, Manisha, thanks a lot for getting us that complete roundup of what's going on in the commodity